Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Terry, and you're watching Lamont's Life.
Hey, George.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Terry, and this is Lamont's Life. Once again, I want to thank everybody that's tuning in, that's watching. If you haven't already, just take the time and go watch, like, comment, subscribe. Um, I do have 2 episodes out already, so if you take the time and go, like, comment, watch those other videos, I would definitely appreciate that. Like I said, just taking time out of your day. You didn't have to do that, so I definitely appreciate everybody. A few things before I get into really what this episode is about. I've been sick for like the past 3 days, so it's been kind of rough. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't even like left the bed. Like I haven't like barely eaten. I don't know what happened. It's probably I don't know like what really caused it, but it's been rough the last few days. I was throwing up like crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If you know like any sickness that comes with throwing up, it's a wrap. Like I don't care about nothing else right now. Like I just like throwing up is no joke. Like I was throwing up and I was like like chill. Like what did I do? Like so but I'm feeling better, obviously. I still got like a little bit of like headache, migraine type pain, but that'll go away. I've been here, done that with the sicknesses, but yeah. So just had to let y'all know I've been sick the last few days. I've thought about doing an episode, but I was like, you can wait, bro. You can wait. Like it's not this. Like it's serious, but it's like, bro. Like my health is important, obviously. So I had to kind of be self. I didn't want to, but I had to kind of be a little bit selfish. But like I said, I'm doing better. And one thing I also want to speak on too, because I have had once I start getting more like just comfortable like with doing this stuff, I will show y'all the like I guess you could say like bloopers and stuff from like before I started because it it's wild because I literally did like a 3 minute beatbox. I was just thinking in my head like, bro, what are you gonna talk about? Like, what are you gonna say? Like, what are you gonna do? Like, and it's crazy because I literally have stuff written down and have stuff already like in my head like pre-show and just be like, oh, let's talk about this or talk about it. But it's like I'll turn on it, like I'll set everything up and I'll be like, dude, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. Like I literally sat here for like a few seconds and I was like, dude, I don't even know what to talk about. Like that's crazy. But no, I'm not. But I literally like I was like, bro, like what are you gonna talk about? But moving on. Anyway, it is what it is. But what I want to talk about on this episode, and this is something you know, what is it? I guess you could say I'm serious about it. Is music, cause um, but people don't really notice, but I do. Like I'm a big music guy. Like I'm really big into music, and I'll just go over like some backstory. So around, I, I don't really know. I don't really know. Like I don't know when I really like started like studying music or like just like breaking it down. But to give some backstory on like just like my family and like music. So I've always been around music like for since I can remember. Like, so funny story, and I don't know if I mentioned this in another episode before, but my grandpa played bass guitar in a band, and he was that dude. So like, he was him, and that's how he met my grandma. She was like, "Oh, I seen him playing that bass guitar." I was like, "That's all I need to hear." But that's how they met, and then obviously that's how my mom came, and then my grandma she was always singing in the choir, and just like around the house she would play music and sing, and same with my mom, she was always singing, listening to music, and since like I said, I don't really know what age I was when I like really like started like studying music and like listening to lyrics and really paying attention like what they were saying. But as I got older, one thing I did do with music is I just appreciated it a lot more, especially because if you grew up in a household that I grew up in, where your parents had you up like Saturday morning, or mostly it was like the weekend, like they got you up at Saturday morning. It's like 7 or 8 in the morning, and they hand you some cleaning utensils, and they're playing 80s, 90s throwback music or gospel music, then you're gonna be cleaning all day. I'm just letting you know that right now. You're gonna be cleaning for 8 hours. It's gonna be like a work day. You're gonna be cleaning for 8 hours. It's 8 hours. Clean 8 hours of cleaning. So, but I'll just say one thing. Like when I was a kid, like I was just exposed to like a lot of different music. So I could tell y'all about like my mom. She listened to a lot of '90s R&B, a lot of '90s. Not a bunch of '90s rap. She was a big Tupac person, but not a bunch of '90s rap. Um, a lot of '90s R&B. My grandma had me on a lot of gospel. She was playing this gospel, like just everything, like no, nothing else. It was literally Frankie, Beverly, Mays, and gospel. Like that's all it was. Like it was with her. It was just that. And my mom, she like I said, she would have me on like '90s R&B. I got exposed to you know rock, country, obviously hip hop, rap, like just so many different, I guess what they call them, genres. Yeah, genres of music, and it's just I'm thankful because looking back on it, it's like I begin to appreciate a lot of the music that I listen to. Um, when I was younger, not really. I'm like, oh, I can't listen to this. Like I don't know. Like a lot of the music that I listen to is just like, dude, what is this? But then getting older, like actually studying, this comes from studying the lyrics and being like, okay, like okay. And so shout out to my mom and my family for you know giving me those gems that I didn't know I needed. But one thing I will say um about music is it's just something about '90s R&B that does something to me. I don't know what it is. Like I don't know what it is. I don't know like parents, if y'all know what y'all doing, like when y'all expose that to us like at such an early age. But when I was a kid, I would literally like I hated '90s R&B. I'm like, what is this old people music that's playing right now? Like what is it? What is this? What is this? Like what is this? Like what is it? What is it? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Like what is this? It doesn't. What is this? What is this? I would play some music right now, but I'm not finna be with no copyright. So maybe in another episode I'll give somebody they props, but I'm not finna get copyrighted on this episode. So, but yeah, I might play a song. I don't know. Probably not. I'm not trying to get copyrighted. But yeah, this 90s R&B. I don't know what it is. Like I don't. I till this day I really don't know what it is. Like, but I've just learned to appreciate it even more. Like it's just one of those things. It just puts you in that mood. Like, man, like you just I don't know. Like I don't know what it. Like it just does something. Like it just does something to the spirit. Like I don't know how to explain it. I really don't know how to explain it. Like it's just one of those things. It's like, man, this right here, this right here, this right here, like this, man. It's one of those things you just can't really. It's one of those unexplainable things. So, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Some of my speaking of, while we're on that subject, speaking of some of my '90s favorite '90s R&B. I don't want to get canceled by anybody. Um, okay, I'll just say this as a disclaimer, real quick. Okay, R. Kelly, one of the best to ever do it. But, let me say that. Let me say that. But, okay, Robert, terrible person, horrible. He should have caught. He should have got caught the first time. Like, come on now, y'all have video evidence of the dude. Like, come on now, come on now. Like, what's up, dude? But R. Kelly, we're separating those two people, okay? But hey man, R. Kelly has made some of the greatest music ever. Okay, like, so don't discredit that. Okay, but he is up there in my '90s R&B. I'm not gonna lie to you. And it's kind of ironic. I'm not gonna. I was gonna say that song, but that's kind of inappropriate. So I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna. Nah, that song is crazy. You know I can't see nothing wrong. Nah, that song is wild. Nah, I think about it. Okay, so you studying lyrics, right? You find out stuff. But in all seriousness though, don't condone anything he did outside of music. But the music that he made, you just didn't. You just, I wouldn't say you didn't know, but the music was great. Terrible person. Moving on. I'm not even going. Speaking of, anyway, some of the okay, onto better talk. Some of the music that I've grown to like more recently is, I don't know why. I can't say I don't know why, but it's a lot of New Edition. Like like New Edition. I'm starting to tap in with the Boys to Men a little bit. I don't have too many Boys to Men songs, but that "Can You Stand the Rain" by New Edition. I'm not gonna lie to you. When that song comes on, it's just like some like, let me stop, I can't see. But when that song literally comes on, it's just like, dude, like, can you stand? Like it just does something. Like I don't know what else to like. That's crazy. Like that song is immaculate. I'm not even gonna lie. That song is, it's top tier. That song is top tier. I don't like that song is top tier. A few other songs. Let me see. Definitely new. Like I said, New Edition's up there. You got New Edition. It's like I said, so many. You got New Edition. You got Jodeci, Big Pun. I had to put Big Pun in there. You got Tupac. Obviously, you got Biggie. You got. It's so many people I could name. Keith Sweat. I gotta agree about Keith Sweat. It's so many people. I feel like I'm missing somebody. People will sleep on this one. Selena, stop playing. People will sleep on Selena, stop playing. Who else? There's so many people. Please don't come for me in this video if I forget somebody. I feel like I'm forgetting somebody, and I feel like I like somebody that's, really slept on. Let me make sure I'm not forgetting anybody. Oh, SWV. Yep, they up there too. Yep, SWV is up there for sure. Who else? Nah, I'm forgetting some more people. I don't want to leave anybody out. I'm forgetting some more people. This is just speaking across because you're probably like Tupac and Biggie, they didn't make R&B. I'm just speaking about I probably should have said this before. I'm speaking about like just '90s music, just across the board that I listen to. Who else? I feel like I'm leaving somebody off. I should probably. I don't want to do it though, because I feel like it's cheating. I just want to be. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna check the '90s music that I have on my phone, so y'all can see, not see, but see. Okay, so Michael Jackson. Oh, MJ, I apologize. I apologize. Mike, you can really say Michael. Yeah, he's generational, so he's not just '90s. I got 2000s Michael and '80s Michael on here, so it's really just all over the place. But right now, what I'm gonna go through is just the '90s, just the straight '90s. It's not just R&B, but it's a lot of R&B. '90s music. Got Outkast is on here. You got Lauren Hill. I forgot about Lauren Hill. That's crazy. Lauren Hill, Mark Morrison, Return of the Mac. If y'all don't know who that was, the Fugees. Lauren Hill was also in the Fugees. Ice Cube. Can't forget about Ice Cube. Bone Thugs and Harmony. Like Bone. It's the thuggish rugged man. We got Black Street. Black. But fuck. No. John B. John B. Y'all know who John B is. Jagged. I forgot about Jagged. Like it's just so many artists on here that I could name. Brian McKnight. Like dude. Mac 10. Rest in peace, Mac 10. Like it's just so many. Like it's just so many artists on here that I could talk about. And it's just I don't know what else to like. I don't know what else to say. Like I don't know what else to say. I don't know what else to say. Mac 10, I apologize. I'm sorry. I get Mac 10 confused with Mac Dre. That's my apologies. I don't know why. Wow. Come on, dude. You gotta do better. You gotta do better, bro. You have to do better. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he passed away. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not even trying to be funny. I thought he passed away. Like I'm not even trying to be weird. But I know why, because I got him confused with Mac Dre. That's why. Stupid. My apologies, Mac 10. I didn't mean nothing by it. I just got y'all names mixed up. My apologies. My apologies, bro. Like Dr. Dre. Let me get back to this. Okay, Dr. Dre, Nas, Jay-Z is on here too. UGK, Underground Kings, Bun B, Pimp C, them dudes. You got Bell Biv DeVoe, sorry, 112 or 112. I don't know how y'all say it, but obviously said Biggie already. R. Kelly's anyway. Aaliyah, rest in peace to Aaliyah. DMX, rest in peace to DMX. E40, 40 Water is on here for sure. Maxwell, got it, mandatory. Snoop DL Double G. I'm not even gonna get into that. Y'all just gonna have me rapping a whole song on here. Mint Condition. Y'all remember Mint Condition? Breaking. All right. Anyway, I already said Boyz II Men. Yeah, it's a lot. Tyrese is on here. He was late '90s though. I don't think he did a lot of early '90s stuff. We got Next on here for one song. Not trying to call Next. Tony. Yep. It's called. Sorry. Sorry, y'all had to hear that cough. My apologies. I haven't done this on any of the other episodes. I do apologize, but that cough almost took me out. So I'm gonna take a quick drink. Life was flashing before my eyes, but that's really just a breakdown. Like really just the '90s music that I listen to. A lot of different artists in there, creators in there. Get into as we can switch over into the 2000s, but 2000s, it's kind of I won't say it's kind of, but 2000s rappers. Let me see. The earliest 2000s rapper I remember listening to. Let me think. Let me take a look. Let me take a look. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me look into my memory bank real quick. It might have to be Ludacris has to be up there. Shout out to Ludacris. Move, get out the way. um, Ludacris is definitely up there. You got Nelly, of course. Ludacris, Nelly. I'm just thinking like early 2000s. You got Ludacris, Nelly. You got, and again, like I said, I might be drawing a blank. I won't even say I don't know, but let's go back to the phone. Let's go to the phones. All right, let me see some early 2000s artists I've just been, you know, just been rocking with. T.I. Okay, I forgot about T.I. Lil Wayne. And it's crazy because T.I. and Lil Wayne, obviously, they still doing music today, but just shows you the longevity of these artists. It's just crazy. But yeah, you got T.I., Lil Wayne, Alicia Keys. Oh my gosh, Alicia Keys, bro. That woman is so beautiful and amazing. Okay, hear me out though. I'm gonna say Usher. This is why I say he's early 2000s because I didn't know he made music in the late 90s. I didn't know until like maybe like a few years ago. But I feel like Usher's 2000. That's to me because I didn't really start. That's what I'm saying. Like I didn't really get into Usher until he was already. Like, I didn't really listen to Usher until he was already in 2000. So, but definitely shout out to Usher. Who else is on here? B5. All I do. Okay, let me stop. let me let me stop with that. Okay, I don't need y'all to be listening to a whole concert. Let me see. Uncle Bobby B, baby. Uncle Bobby B. Bobby Valentino. No. Bow Wow. I'm saying Bow Wow is really underrated with some of his music. Some. I ain't gonna say all of his music, but some. Not to say I'm hating on Bow Wow, but I ain't never had nobody like that's Sierra. But shout out Sierra. Sierra is in there too, obviously, of course. In the special way I feel when you no. I ain't never had nobody like you. Yeah, let me stop. You could put Chris Brown in there. You could you could you could kind of put Chris Brown in there. I forgot about Busta Rhymes. He definitely started in the '90s, but definitely forgot about Busta. Let me see who else. I'm trying not to be like bore y'all with these names. Like, oh, he's that. Drake is into early 2000s. Definitely not. He's like late 2000s, early 2010s. He came out in like 08, 09. Yeah, that's definitely not early. Definitely not early. Eminem. Yeah, Eminem for sure. He cool. Eminem for the early 2000s for sure. Eminem. What else I'm drunk? The Game for sure. Shout out to the Game. Who else? Um, yeah, this list is getting kind of slim. I'm not gonna lie. Kanye for sure. Definitely shout out to Kanye. Definitely shout out to Kanye. Justin Timberlake. I woke up this morning like Justin Timberlake for sure. Shout out Justin Timberlake for sure. Who else is on here? I'm trying to get people. I'm trying to get people. I'm seeing a lot of Lils, and I'm not liking it because none of them is Wayne, which is crazy. None of them is Wayne, which is crazy. Mariah. She made some '90s music too, so I can't leave her out of the '90s group. Obviously, Mariah. I said Mariah. Mary J. so inspirational. Like that's what I said. Forgive me if I leave people off of these different category lists, but Mobb Deep definitely was left off the '90s list. My apologies. NWA was definitely out. You can say NWA was more so late '80s. It's not mixture. Who else? I think that's pretty much. Like I said, if I forgot somebody, please don't attack me. Rihanna. Nah, she wasn't early 2000s. Nah, she wasn't early 2000s. Um, yes, this is getting kind of slim. Oh, nah, I don't know. That's kind of here and there. I'm not gonna lie. The Dream. I don't know if he was early 2000s or early 2010s. Like I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know. No disrespect to my guy, but I said no disrespect. 50 for sure. Yeah, 50 Cent. Hey, the 11 the underdogs on top. Game was on that song too, but yeah, them was really my early 2000s artists. You could say Gucci. He was like, okay, you could say, yeah, you can put Gucci in there. Okay, because we talking about if we're talking about artists we listened to before 2010, it's a bunch of artists I didn't. It's like you could put Gucci on there. You put Rick Ross. You could put. It's so like Jeezy. I forgot about Jeezy. Jeezy's on there too. When they seen him play the hit. Okay. I keep saying I'm not gonna do a concert, but I keep literally doing the mini concert. Running straight back to the dealership. Okay, let me stop. But yeah, it was my early 2000s artists that I listened to. After, I'm not really gonna put Drake and those dudes in there because I don't know. Did he start? I think he started in like '08. So I guess you put Drake in there. You know, but moving on. Next is like 2010, and I'll say 2010 up to now because I pretty much listen to like the same rappers. Like I said, if I miss anybody, it's no disrespect, and it's not that I'm, trying blatantly trying to forget you. I just at the moment coming up with the list, I just didn't have everybody in my head at the moment. So I'll say artists I listen to right now. I'm gonna just slide Drake over the list. Just slide Drake over to this side of the 2010s. This side of the 2010s. Drake, I'm gonna put Drake up there. We got Kendrick Lamar. We got J. Cole. Lil Uzi. NBA YoungBoy. We got Chance the Rapper. What else? 2 Chainz. We got. There's so many. Like I said, I don't want to leave nobody off. We got the whole Dreamville. Honestly, like the whole Dreamville. We got Jid. Like we got everybody from Dreamville. The whole Top Dog. J Rock. Absol. Kendrick. Schoolboy Q. I'm trying to see, man. 21 Savage. Future. Can't forget about them. Some legends right there. Lil Baby, Gunna, Young Thug, Free Thug, he innocent. But I'm not even joking. Be serious, free that man for real. But I'm trying to think. Like I said, if I leave you off of this list, it's nothing personal. But I really don't. I'm trying to think of as many names as I can. SZA. So beautiful, so amazing. SZA, Nicki, of course, you can't leave Nicki off. Oh yeah, from the '90s, Lil Kim, can't leave off Lil Kim. Obviously, I have beef. It's no coincidence whatsoever. I just had to, but Nicki for sure and Lil Kim for sure. I'm gonna find her out, but I don't know who she is exactly, and it's no disrespect, like I said. But I did like that freestyle she did. Um, I don't know her name, but she did a freestyle with Lil Yachty, and recently, and it was like, and she did a video, I think, with him, like the little vending machine thing. I think people might know what I'm talking about. But plus, she got bars, and I just wanted to put myself on because I never, or I wouldn't say put myself on, but I just wanted to, check and she was, what her music was like. So I'm definitely gonna tap in and see what where music is. Like I said, I don't want to be disrespectful. So I don't know who she is, but I want to tap in and see, what her music is like. Who else? Um, as of right now, them is really the artists that I got. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to them, is the artists that I have. Honestly, um, people might ask me, or not. People might ask me. People have asked me before, like, who are you? Who's your favorite artist? And I would say at least maybe over like the last 5 to 7 years, my answer's been pretty consistent. So up to now, it's probably gonna still be the same. My favorite artists, like with an S, it got to be one A and one B. Like I really can't. And this is not to be, excuse my French, but this is not to be like a fanboy or like a dick rider or anything. But Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole, them is my top two artists for me personally. Like I said, this is my personal opinion. So if you don't agree, that's fine. Like that's cool. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying this is what I feel. This is how I feel. This is my opinion. So I just feel like they 1A, 1B because I feel like as far as bars, I feel like as far as longevity, I mean, them is just my favorite artists. Like that, it is what it is. It is what it is. I mean, it is what it is. Older generation, they might be like, oh, it's Pac and Big. Younger generation might be like, oh, it's like Young Boy or something. Like it's, you know, that's cool. Like I don't. Here's the thing. I'll take somebody's opinion on a certain topic for what it is. It's that person's opinion. Because no matter what we do in life, whatever, somebody's always gonna have an opinion. So this just happened to be whether you agree with their opinion or not. It is what it is. You don't have to agree with it. You just respect it and move on. Like you don't even have to. I'm gonna say you don't have to respect it, but just take it for what it is. Somebody's opinion, and that's it. Somebody ain't always gonna see eye to eye with you, but the reason I feel like those two are my favorite, like I said, longevity and just the content of music they've made and the bars, like just the bars. But one thing people have asked me also, along with asking who my favorite artists are, is what's your favorite album from these artists? And my answer for the last 5 to 7 years has pretty much been the same. For J. Cole, I will say my favorite album of his to this day, 2014 Forest Hills Drive, easily best album. That's one of the only albums I will say like ever in history. And I'm talking about I've listened to a lot of music. Like I said, I'm not meat munching or none of that. That's one of the few albums I will play that song, the first song of that album, no skips. No skips. No skips. I'm talking about every song. Banger. Like every song. Fire. Every song. And every song telling a different story. Okay. Okay. All right, buddy. Okay. Like, what more do you want? Like, you can't. You gonna get your money's worth listening to that album. I'll just say that. Like, if you haven't, I was like, if you're watching this right now, if you haven't listened to 2014 Forest Hills Drive by Jermaine Cole, then you teach his own. If you don't listen to rap, that's cool. But if you do listen to rap, if you haven't listened to that, you're missing out. You're missing out. You're just missing out. But you got it. You got to tap in. If you haven't listened to it and you're open to listening to it, 2014, I'm telling you. Watch, I'm not going to lie to y'all, okay? I'm not going to steer you in the wrong direction. So, hey, don't say I didn't warn you about how good the album was. Next, I would say for Kendrick. You could say... I'm going to have to go with Good Kid, Mad City. But you could also say... Yeah, I mean, you just have to go with Good Kid, Mad City. I mean... Yeah, I was just... Because I'm thinking about it, I'm like... Yeah, you just got to go. But I feel like that was... At that point in his career... That album was just... It was just, I ain't gonna lie, it was just what we needed. Because that's what, like, it's the same thing with his album too. Like, every song has a different story. So it's like, literally, every, like, I could go on about these two albums, but now, I said the favorite artists, I said the favorite albums. Now I'm gonna get to the favorite song. What's my favorite song from these two? That's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's tough. My favorite J. Cole song? Dang, hold on. That's kind of tough. Hold on. That's kind of tough. It's kind of tough. You know what? I might have to go with. It's tough though, cause it's. Yeah. Like, okay. That is tough. Like, I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, that is tough. Okay, I'm gonna go with this. Okay, I'm gonna go with Love Yours. This is also off that 2014 album. But that's my favorite song. Like, I just feel like that song, it just resonates, like, to just like it has a literal and figurative meaning. Love yours. Appreciate what you have. Cause the next person might got a bigger house. He might have a better house. He might have a chick that look better than yours. He might have a car that look better than yours. He might have a better job. He might have more money. But you're not gonna be happy till you love yours. You might get to that point where you got more money than the next person, or you might get to that point where you're comfortable and you can live and do certain things. You can travel, but you worried about the next person. For what? You ain't ever gonna be happy till you love yours. Love your situation. Love where you at. Cause it could definitely be worse. It could obviously be better, of course, but you can make it better. You can make it better. You can also make it worse. So I'm just saying, make good decisions. Love yours. I'm just saying. Don't copyright me on that, J. Cole. J. Cole, if you watching, bro. Inspiration, man. Real talk. But favorite Kendrick song. It gotta be Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. That has to be like that's I am a sinner who's probably gonna sin again. Like, how do you not, like, Lord forgive me? Like, how do you not, bruh? Things I don't understand. Like, dude, in the remix with Jay-Z, dude, Let me tell y'all how cold this dude is, bro. This dude made a remix. And you know how a lot of times when dudes do a remix, or just artists in general, do a remix and they'll just say the same like lyrics. This dude made a remix and remade the whole verse he did. The whole first verse. I'm like, this don't sound like the original. Like you clearly listen to the original and the remix, bro. Simple. Like it's like bars on top of bars. Like Trinidad James in 4 weeks, but I'm like, let me stop. Like I told y'all I wasn't gonna do a concert, but y'all gonna hear some singing on this episode. I'm like, dude, you can't sing. I know. Like I know I'm not a singer. If I was a singer, I'd be like a soprano, like a Barry White type dude. But yeah. Speaking of which, I did not. Before I move on, I apologize if I didn't speak on like any 70s or 80s, maybe even I don't really know about like 60s music other than like I don't know. But shout out to all the artists from the 70s and the 80s, like Barry White, like Marvin Gaye. Um, what was his name? I just mentioned it. One of my grandma's favorite artists. That's crazy. Frankie Beverly Mays. There we go. Earth, Wind, and Fire. You can't forget about Earth, Wind, and Fire. Michael Jackson. Yeah, like I said, he's generational, so you can, cause he made music literally in every decade up until when he passed away. But I mean, you can. It's so many. Like I said, if I leave you off this, like it's nothing personal. Like I just like at the time, I just didn't really think about it. But moving on back to the J Cole and Kendrick. Yeah, those are my favorite songs. When I would say this is probably a question I could ask myself. When did I start liking these artists? That's a good question. That's a good question. I'm not gonna lie. I became a Kendrick fan when he dropped the Swimming Pools video with I think with Miguel, or was that just with him? He made some song with Miguel. I can't remember, but he made the Swimming Pools. Pull up, drink, sit down, drink, stand up. That song was legendary. Watching that, and then J Cole when he made that I think it was the workout video. And we got a good thing. Don't know if I'ma see you again, but is that a good thing? Cause I can't be your man. Okay. I think that was when I started. And then I don't even know, like just watching they body of work over time, it was just like, man, these dudes is great, man. And like I said, not taking nothing away from the other artists, but this is my opinion. And it was just the two best dudes. I mean, they need to do a tour. Like I know Drake and J. Cole is going on tour. But if J. Cole and Kendrick go on tour, I ain't gonna lie, that'd be wild. I ain't gonna lie to that'd be crazy. Like that'd be fire. That'd be immaculate, bro. Like I'm telling you, that'd be so fire, dude. Like I'm not even trying to be funny. Like that'd be so crazy. Like I'm telling y'all, bro. That'd be so fire. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like for real. But I'm trying to see if I got any more like as far as like my favorites. What else I already got? As far as my favorites and everything, I do have to give because it's just something about y'all that just like I don't know what it is, but I do have to give because I feel like I didn't name a lot of ladies on this list, so I do have to give the ladies some love. I know, and I did name a few, a few GOAT caliber artists on here, but what's I'm trying to think that one Mariah Carey song. If you watching this, you know what song I'm talking about. That one song, like shit, just gets me like, what's the song? Dun, 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 dun. It's like when you left, I lost a part of me. That song right there, top tier. Like she's just, oh my goodness, top tier. Like she is just immaculate. I can't put it in words like how great she is. Like, but shout out to the ladies out there too. You know, I didn't want y'all think he didn't really talk about the chicks. Like, come on now, like it's mandatory. Like you can talk about the women. Like it's mandatory. Like you can't talk about music and not talk about the women of music. Like you can't talk about like you come on now. Like it doesn't make sense. But it's man, just so much great talent out there. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm not really gonna get into a lot of artists that I don't listen to because it's really not like people gonna think I'm hating. So I'm just not gonna get into it. Like that's really just I'm not really gonna speak on it. It's like, well, do you listen to so and so? No, it's not even that I'm hating. I just don't listen to them. So maybe I'll talk about it in another episode. Maybe I won't. I don't know. Who knows? Find out. Yeah, I gotta find out and see. But really, just with music overall, I'll just say music is one of those things that not only it brings people together, it can also too. It's just one of those things that really changes. Like it can really change your mood. Like music is one of those things that's really powerful. Like people don't really understand. Also, before I get further into that topic, I do also want to shout out another artist, Chief Keef, for sure. For sure. Like, how you gonna say 2010s and not say Chief Keef? All right, bro, chill out. Like I said, I forgot. So some artists, y'all might hear and be like, well, he didn't say this person or that person. Like, chill, calm down. It's not that serious. But well, like, cause music it can really change your mood. Like, literally, you can, for example, and a lot of my athletes they can attest to this. So if you are, if you have a game, right, basketball players or any others, if you have a game, and let's say, so for instance, I hoop on Sundays, and I did this a lot when I was in high school. I didn't really like change the outcome of things, but anyway, moving on. When you're preparing for a game, or just trying to get loose and stuff like that, and you're listening to music, you try to get yourself into like a zone. So it's like, oh yeah, I'm locked in. Like I'm ready to go. So for me personally, it really just depended on the type of day that I was having. Like it might sound kind of weird, but if I was having like a cool day, it would be one of those like I'm listening to some Future, or I'll throw on some. Like it just really just depended on the type of day I was having. Cause if I was having a solid day or a good day, I would throw on some Future. Or if I was having like a bad day or something, like I would throw on some. It would be kind of weird. I wouldn't even say weird, but it would be kind of like if I was not having a good day, I'll throw on some. It would be like some sad stuff. Like I don't. What's the sad song? Long, so lonely, Mr. Lonely. I have no like some Akon. Like I'm that song in particular is like it's a sad song. Like you come on now, but I don't really know what it was. But looking back on it, I don't really think that was the best idea to be listening to certain songs based on my mood. Cause I feel like you should always listen to music that gets you like in a zone. So. But that was I just like I said, I was listening to music based on the type of mood I was in. But now as I get older, it's like yeah, you gotta listen to okay, this is gonna get you locked in. But my athletes out there, listening to music, case in point, will change your mood. Like you can go from sad to be like, oh yeah, I'm locked in, or you mad, or you might get madder, because you trying to get intense, or just different stuff. Or you might, I see a lot of memes and stuff like that where it'll show like a dude, oh, his girl just broke up with him, and he's listening to like some heartbreak music, or he's listening to like some I'm a gorilla and I'm cool. Like he's listening to some Chief Keef like that. And it's like, oh, he's either gonna have a really good game or a really bad game. Like it's really no in between. Like for them type of situations, like it's like tough, bro. Your girl just broke up with you. Like that's tough. It'd be even worse if your girl break up with you and she's watching the game. Like it's like, dude, you really know either it's gonna go one way or another way. It's no in between. It's no in between. It's no in between. Like it's literally, especially it's not really gonna make a difference if you're not the star player. Like if you just a bench warmer, that's cool. Like you probably gonna stay on the bench. No disrespect, but if you the star player, like you averaging 30 a game, and your girl break up with you, you really gonna have a really good game, or you gonna have a really bad game. Like it's really no in between. I really can't say that that's like I don't know, and I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna switch back gears. I promise, but I don't know what it is. But for my athletes, whenever your girl is at the game, all your attributes just go up. Like everything goes up. I'm talking about your athleticism, your IQ, like everything goes up. Like, I don't know what it is. Your defense, like everything. I don't know what it is. Like women, y'all just do something and it's crazy. But I'm here for it, and I hope to see that one day again. But music is just it just changes your mood. Like I've noticed, and this is also too, like I'll listen to certain music when I'm doing certain things. Like when I'm like, when I'm like cleaning, for instance, I like to listen to a lot more like fast paced music because that helps me, get through the cleaning. If I'm like cooking, for instance, I'll listen to it's a mixture because I listen to some fast paced music, or I listen to some slow music, or I listen to some some music that has some good pace. But people might not realize this, but music does influence a lot. So just be mindful of parents out there and children. Just be mindful of what you listen to, because you might not think, oh, it's just music. It's not nothing. No, music influences a lot. Music does help a lot too. I'm saying music does help a lot. Music can get you through some tough times. So, and a lot of people don't. But I'm like, oh, just people saying stuff, and like, no, music can get you through some things. So, and music speaks to you, like, ironically, because they're actually saying stuff. But music speaks to the soul. Music speaks to the heart. So, I think that's big because with how a lot of things are, just in people's life, like, people need music to take a step back and just appreciate, different things in life. So music definitely helps out a lot for sure. But also, use music as a tool. Don't try to use music as something that's bad. Cause I feel like if you turn it into that, then it's not. You shouldn't be using it at all. Honestly, like you shouldn't be using it at all. But as far as just, I just appreciate music as an art and as a craft. Cause just being honest with you, starting this podcast, you see things from a different perspective, and it's like, okay, cause I'm not gonna lie to y'all, a lot of stuff that y'all don't see behind the scenes, and I'll probably, if I don't put, I'll put it in a video at some point. Like I'll show y'all like what goes on, cause it's a lot that goes into this video. But just having that appreciation for music, and just having that appreciation for the work that goes in that people don't see, it's just like, man, you just appreciate it that much more, because it was a lot that went into it. Because you could think about it, somebody walked in the studio and you just like, oh, they just walked in, made a 3 minute song and walked and left. Nah, they was probably in there for 2 or 3 days, maybe. Who knows? Maybe longer. Made that album or that song and was like, all right, that's cool. But like, it's just taking the time to perfect your craft is one of the reasons I'm doing this, because I'm trying to perfect my craft for myself. So, you know, this is one thing I want to say that's motivational. If you got something that you're doing and you want to perfect it, it's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen overnight. So I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't expect this podcast to blow up overnight. Obviously, that's not ideal. But I just hope I reach an audience that can, just be inspirational, and people can look up to me and see me as a role model. So I think that'll just be big. But speaking on just music overall, it's an amazing art form. I appreciate it. I don't take music for granted at all, because we could live in a world with no music, and you never know. People, I always see these memes where people like, would you rather have such and such or have no music? And it's like, no, music is tough. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, no, music is tough. Like, I would rather listen to the same artist for the rest of my life than have no music. Like, that's crazy. Like, I just can't do it. Like, that's wild. Um, I'm glad I don't have to pick that. Of course, obviously, I'm glad I have the choice and freedom to listen to any artist I want to listen to. Of course, I hope that stays the same. But yeah, just really overall, it's just, man, just being appreciative of it, because it's a great art form, man. Honestly, I don't really get big into like music debates and like, oh, music isn't the same it was as it was before. But to defend that argument, music was never really the same as it was before. Like, you could say, oh, well, back in my day, or it's like, okay, well, back in your day, people were saying the same thing that you're saying right now. Like, literally, every aspect or every point in music history, somebody was like, oh, this isn't right. This isn't like, this isn't like. All right, bro, is that it? Like, do you have anything else? Like, I mean, it is what it is. Like, you can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's going in a different direction. Like, like, it is what it is. But one thing I will say is, when it comes to not even just music, but just anything that you're doing, like, that's gonna have a product coming out of it, just give 110. Like, I will say, like, if you're gonna do something, like, as far as producing a product, you gotta give it your best. Like, you don't want to half-ass anything. Like, you want to put it out there to the public and let them know, like, I did my all. And obviously, like, this is gonna come with anybody. Everybody's not gonna rock with you, rock with it. Like, it's fine. Okay, like, but as long as you did what you could, and you know you have people that support you. I mean, like, bro, like, if everybody don't fuck with it, that's fine. Like, everybody doesn't fuck with J. Cole or Kendrick, that's cool. Like I said, this is where opinions come back in. Some people might not rock with your shit. Some people might not like your song. Some people might not like my podcast. That's cool. It's not for that audience. It's for the audience that's gonna fuck with me. Like, that's honestly what it is, man. But honestly, nah, just give 110. Don't half-ass it, man, because you gotta let the world see, like, what you're capable of. So I think that's definitely important for sure. But I said but that's really, for this episode, that's really all I got. This was really more so just geared towards around music, or just geared around music. Also, one thing I want to do, because I do see a lot of up and coming artists from the city. Shout out to the Wichita. I can't even talk right now. Shout out to the Wichita artists, rappers, singers, whatever. Because I do listen to some of y'all. And I say some of y'all because I only know some of y'all. It's not that I don't. Not even trying to be disrespectful on that aspect, but I just don't. Like I said, it's similar like with the music. Like if I don't listen to you right now, it's nothing personal. I just don't. I just ain't got around to your music. I'm open to it for sure. So if any Wichita artists watching this, I know you probably be an hour in, so I appreciate that. But send me your music. I mean, I'm open to listen to it. I'm gonna give honest feedback. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's gonna be honest. Like I said, it's gonna be my opinion. So if I think it's trash, I'm gonna let you know. If I think it's good, I'm gonna let you know. But like I said, you take it with a grain of salt, however you wanna feel. But I'm not some big person, so don't. Like I said, take it how you want. But shout out to really any artist out there who's just trying to grow and just become known. Cause I know with a city like Wichita and music, we're starting to grow. I'm gonna be honest with you, we're starting to grow, and I definitely like the direction it's going on. Just underground and mainstream. I definitely like the direction we're going into. I think it's a good direction. Um, and I do have some friends and some family who do music, so definitely hoping they get that chance to showcase their talents. But really, I'm trying to think of anything else I missed out on. But really, that's pretty much all I got. I hope I didn't bore y'all with this music episode. So like I said, it's really, I'm excited. Like I know I've said this before, but I'm excited to just showcase different things on this podcast. I will definitely be talking about music a lot more in the later episodes. But once again, I just thank everybody once again for tuning in. Taking time out of your day, whatever you're doing. And until next time, that's really all I got. But thanks again. I appreciate everyone. God bless everybody. Stay safe. Happy holidays. When I put this out, it's probably gonna be closer to Christmas time. But happy holidays. Everyone stay safe. And like I said, until next time. We out, nigga. Playing with me, nigga.
D.A. Jour in your speakers.